This is question 11, test 7, section 9, page 798. So it says, in the xy coordinate plane, line M is the reflection of line L about the x-axis. If the slope of line M is negative 4/5, what is the slope of line L? Okay, so I've drawn a lot of stuff here to help you understand what this problem is telling you. So when they tell you that the slope of line M is 4/5, a good way to think of this is to make this line going through the origin, which is point 0, 0, in the center here, where the x and the y axis converge and intersect. And then from that, you can figure out an actual point on this graph on the basis of the slope. Because remember, slope is the change in the y coordinates over the change in the x coordinates. So from that, you could tell that the slope for this will be going down 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over positive 5, so to the right 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so see my drawing slightly off. Okay. So then to reflect this is just something you should memorize, but you could also just tell if you draw it out visually. To reflect this point over the x-axis, it just means you're folding it in half. So the x-coordinate will stay the same. It'll be 5, positive 5. The y-coordinate will just change its charge, so it will become 4. And then from this, now you have line L here. You just need just one point on it, really. And then you can calculate the slope of that line using the origin as another point on that line. So then you can calculate that slope here. So your 2 points would be either positive 5 and 4, or negative 4 and negative 5, because that's another point on line M. And so then you can just calculate the slope by getting the difference of the y's over the differences of the x values of those 2 points. So you would just take negative 4 and subtract 0, and negative 5, oops, this would be negative 5 and subtract 0, and that'll give you negative 4/5, which converts to just positive 4/5 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So B is your answer. So for this kind of problem, it would be helpful for you to just memorize that if a line is being reflected about the x-axis, then the y value of any one point just gets converted to the opposite charge. So in this case, it was originally negative, so it becomes positive. And you also could just know that the slope converts from positive to negative, and that's the only change. You don't flip the numbers as you see in choice A, so B is the right answer.